Amazon big spring sale is upon us. And let me just tell you something. You're going to see a lot of stuff that looks like deals. They really aren't. I'm going to put everything into a Marine X big spring deal list. You click that, any deal I see on there, I'll add to it, even if it's not something that I'll show you here today. Now, there's some stuff on here that's freaking smoking hot, and I got to present them to you. First of all, the Leatherman deals that we got going on are effing crazy. Leads me to believe that Leatherman has the intent to discontinue some stuff very soon. Look at this Charge Plus TTI. We got to jump into some of those because they're crazy. Let me start in order, okay? The Leatherman Free P2. This thing it's very long in the tooth. I don't think they're actually producing them anymore. I think they're selling them until they're gone because the Leatherman Free P4 is discontinued, and it seems to be the replacements are the Leatherman Arc, the Leatherman Wave Alpha. That's what you get. This is super moddable. So if you want to get this and mod some of these parts out, it's easy, very easy to do. Regular price, $129.95. That's already a decent price for this, for the free technology. $90. Crazy. Look at this. I track this price all the time. I have never seen this price at $90. Even if I were to go back and to try to look at this for like the last year, the lowest I seen it drop to was $80. That was a new price. I don't know what that, oh, that must have been like a Black Friday thing. So since Black Friday, this thing has consistently stayed at 129 bucks. So all I can tell you is this is a buy it now price. You want a Leatherman Free P2, you want to try it out, see if you want to modify it or whatever, you might want to snatch that up. The Leatherman Charge Plus TTI, when I bought this, I think I got this thing for like 149 and I thought I was getting a smoking hot good deal. 139.95, 30% off, normally 199 bucks. Very good because this one has on the main blade S30V for the main blade steel. This is the titanium frame for the outer components of the multi-tool. You're getting the scissors, you're getting the microbit driver, the flat pry bar or slotted screwdriver. You're getting the bit exchanger over here, and you're getting the replaceable 154 cm wire cutters. Unless they've changed those, I'm pretty sure those are still the same ones. And of course, you're getting the great saw and all the other good stuff. This is barely more expensive than the regular Leatherman Wave, and I think it's significantly better than that. If we check the price history on this is another one where if I go back and I look for a while, I go back to, let's go to the last 3 months, $199 consistently, easily. Even if I go all time, I mean, this thing consistently stays at its full price. So this is a buy it now price as well if there's something you want to grab onto. The bit kit. Now I bought the bit kit originally for the first time ever in 2021. When I got it for 25 bucks, I thought I was getting a good deal. Now it's regular price 40 bucks. It normally sells for like $29.99. This is a 50% off deal. This is a great one. If you own any of the Leathermans I just showed you, except for the Free P2, can't use these with that. But you're going to have the ability to use these exchangeable bits. And it's nice to have these on hand. I'm in a hotel room right now. If I have anything that needs tightening, whether it's a part of my kit or even sometimes inside the hotel room and I don't want to wait for maintenance, I have a Leatherman with me right now, ready to be used for these instances. I have a Leatherman Wave Alpha with me right now. So the Eberlestock Fade Admin. Eberlestock is having a lot of good sales on their stuff as well. The Fade Admin is one of those interesting choices because it is very versatile in what you're able to do with it. You can stick this in, the entire back of it is loop paneled. And so if you get the large version, this is going to be normally 35 bucks, is 20% off at $28. The small version, which I don't own, is also 20% off, is $24. Both of these are really good to just have that extra just amount of room for you to be able to stick your multi-tools that I just talked about. Those things will fit in this system. It sticks on it's Velcro line, so it sticks right on there and it's very, very easy to use. And you might even have, no one has any of their pictures on their reviews, but I like this product a lot. Very versatile. You can use it in the Eberlestock bags, Vertex, anything with a loop back. The EcoFlow, this is the 25,000 milliamp hour portable charger. It has 3 cords. My top cord is ripped off completely. It's the only complaint I have about any of these things, okay? One of my kids ripped it off, but even though the top one ripped off, I still got one on the side, and then I still have the available ports on the bottom. I'm literally using this right now to power this, this camera that we're using. It's super portable. It's super easy. I have another one that I keep on the handy just in case I want to be able to use these things whenever I want to as well. I have two of them. So this is my one that has the cord ripped off at the top. But the other one that I'm using is to keep the camera powered. I think they're great. They're very versatile. So this one is normally $139.99. It normally sells for like $119.94. $94.48 is a good deal. For this one, there's a lot of competitors to make these. I like the way that this hook is on this one. It's like very, very functional. I had a few from Sarge and from Anchor. I don't know why I like this one the most, even more than the one I have from Ugreen. The Home and Hatfield 4-watch slot box. Now, here's the thing. If you're going to have a watch slot box like this, it's probably going to be for your quartz movement or for your watches that have like batteries in them, like a, you know, something you're not necessarily like a regular Timex or something like that. I have my Bear watch right here. This is a quartz powered battery. So this one here doesn't need kinetic movement for the reserve time to stand by. This thing has, as long as the battery's still going, I'm good to go. So I can put this away for 6 months and the battery's probably going to still be just fine. If you have watches like that, this is going to be something great to show off your watches. If you have like automatic movement watches, some stuff like that, not the kind that you have to self-wind, but the ones that need kinetic energy, I would say get a watch winder. Okay. But if you have any of the automatic movements that are self-winding or quartz powered battery or solar powered or something like that, this is pretty dope. $74. I mean, you're getting a display for 4 of your watches at the top. Plus you get a drawer to stick your, honestly, kind of whatever your everyday carry is for that day, stick it in the drawer. So if you got your knife, your wallet, some challenge coins, I think that's a very, very good deal that you can check out as well. If we look here, the Pelican Vault Pistol Custom Cutout Case. This is, Pelican was one of the first companies, if not the first company, that was doing like literal pistol cutout cases that you can use. The Vault series is one of their newer series that they have out there. It's very, very well made. It has the area for the TSA locks right there on that you can use if you want to. It is has the cutout foam areas. You can buy new foam if you want to cut it out a different way. It comes in multiple colors. This is the Desert Tan. They have it in black, they have it in blue, and they have it in my favorite color, which gets Grandpa excited, which is the OD green. Normally $139, it's $118, made in America case, and it's going to give you a lifetime warranty. So if you want to be able to take your case when you travel, I have mine with me right now. I use Pelican stuff when I travel. Or if you want to even just take it with you to the range, because you don't want to walk into a range without your weapon being in a case. You take your weapon out of the case when you get to the gun line, unless it's an outdoor range, they don't really care. But if it's an indoor range, you definitely want to have your weapon inside of a case, okay? So the Pelican personal cooler, I like this cooler to keep in my truck for me, behind my back seat, sometimes in the bed of my truck. It's just enough where I can stick like 4 bottles of water, just maybe if I'm going on a NASCAR race or something like that, I like to take this with me, because if I'm going somewhere like I am now, a work situation, and I want to bring my lunch, or if I want to be able to bring extra water with me or snacks with me, I like it. You can treat it as a personal cooler or a dry box, whichever one works for you. Very good price at $59.46, normally $70. You're saving 15%. Buy it now price. See this as your personal type of cooler, not something that's going to be good for the whole family on a day. Or let's just say, for instance, you're bringing the meat out for barbecuing or something like that. It's not a lot that you need. You don't want flies buzzing and hitting it. Take this with you. Use that as well. This is going to be a great little monster for cutting open boxes using a standard size utility blade instead of like an X-Acto blade, number 11 blade. This is just a type of exchangeable blade you can buy from like Home Depot or whatever. This is the Gerber Prybrid. Now the Prybrid X uses the number 11 blade. This one is the older style that doesn't have the pocket clip, but this is great because it has a nail puller, a slotted screwdriver, a bottle cap lifter, all that stuff at the very bottom of the tool itself. And you can use this to just break down tons of boxes. You're the type of person that's breaking them down, don't want to gunk up your nice, beautiful knife. Use it for some, oh, it does have the pocket clip. So there you go. So you do have the one with the pocket clip on there. I thought this was the one that didn't have it. So even a better deal, in my opinion. Normally $29.99, 21% off makes this $16.51. Okay, here's the thing that I want you to caution yourself with when it comes to these big spring deals. Shout out to one of my favorite companies. Okay, let me get myself back to full screen. I'll shout out to one of my, Woobin. I like y'all's products, but the numbers you're gonna see on the Woobin products are their normal sale prices. Don't be fooled by those numbers. You can get those prices next week. You could have got those prices last week. Some of the prices from companies like Loop Gear, not all their flashlight, but some of their flashlight, some of their regular sales prices. But these deals that are coming from Streamlight and Nitecore, oh, these are real life. These are real life good deals if you're looking to grab yourself some stuff. If you want to turn night into day, the Nitecore EDC37 is something that you want to check out. 8,000 lumens, an OLED display. My only complaint, this only has one type of lockout mode. Whereas its little brother, the EDC29, which is also on sale, has 2 lockout modes. But if you want the ceramic glass breakers on the very front, you can break through tempered glass or regular glass or whatever. You want just the most amount. Imagine you're on a ruck or you're walking at night with your dog, someone that has been allowing their eyes to get used to the night and almost acquire a sort of a night vision, and they're hiding out between 2 houses and they want to spook you or something like that. Literally just the other day I was on a night ruck and I told myself, man, what if I were to walk between these houses or walk past these houses? There's a probability that someone could try to, if they wanted to jump out and try to spook your boy, I would try to kind of be able to get me. I just did this yesterday with a Nitecore EDC29. Check this out. So this is me. I'm walking down this block and these houses on the right are just completely dark. And I'm able to take up the Nitecore EDC29 and turn night into day. It's not as powerful as a 37, but imagine if somebody was that, they would not be able to see for a couple of seconds. So one of my favorite features of these Nitecore flashlights is the ability to be able to just turn brightness very, very quickly. $118, that's a buy it now price. My discount for any Nitecore flashlight is normally 10%, 15% stronger, and they do it around certain time frames. So if you want to get it, this is the time to do it right now. The Olight ArkPro Ultra. Olight just sent me the ArkPro Ultra. I had the regular ArkPro. I don't see a big difference. I know that the ArkPro Ultra has a little bit more lumen output. The human eye can't really discern that in a very quick way. But the big difference on this one, I will say, it has a bigger battery and it has this pulsating light in the very front of the flashlight that is, the more you use it, it ages with you. I guess it changes colors, and when it gets to the end of its life cycle, you will know. If you want the Ultra, this is going to be the top one. It only comes in one color right now. I just got a feeling they're going to have more colors for the Ultra, but right now you're going to get this olive green looking color. This is normally 129 bucks. I'll never have a discount for you on this. So 15% is a good deal at $110. If you want to snatch that up, you might want to do it now. Streamlight Micro Stream, the Mega Stream, a lot of Streamlight flashlights are on sale. I bought this thing almost 4 years ago, actually over 4 years ago. When I got it for like 19 bucks. Inflation is real. The standard price on the Micro Stream, the USB-C rechargeable one, which is here, it has gone up to $35 over the years. And this is a buy it now price. It's one of the most popular, easily to beat up flashlights that you could ever imagine yourself owning. It only has 250 lumen. It's perfect for small scenarios like you're trying to inflate up a tire on the side of the road. You're trying to figure out what's that weird noise coming in from underneath your engine while you're rolling. You're trying to help find something underneath the couch. It's good for that type of stuff. All right. So if you want to check it out for that, you can. I don't think you'll be disappointed whatsoever. This is another Olight one. Olight has a bunch of stuff on the sale. Okay. The Olight Baton 4. This is a little long in the tooth. I did a review on this, I think almost 3 years ago. It's almost time for them to replace this one, but you're getting the whole package. You're getting the rechargeable case, the flashlight. Mind you, this case can recharge other Olight flashlights. Only like 2 other ones, like the pre-run and I think other baton flashlights. It may be another one that I can't think of. But it also can be used as a battery bank. So you can use this case to charge your phone, and you can charge the flashlight with it. Normally $94. Sale price is normally like 79 bucks on this. It being 66 bucks is a buy now price. I'm showing you OD green. They do have multiple colors that you can check out. Okay, so it's going to be really up to you. You also have your Nitecore EDC9. Now the EDC9 was not the biggest fan for a work light, but if you're going to treat it as an EDC light that also folds, then it's a good price for you. If you're using it strictly as a work light, there are other better options out there. Normally 69 bucks, 59.45 makes this a buy it now price. Let's check out the Tomtoc. This is their 3-liter or 10-liter slings that they sell. I originally bought this thing in 2022. When I did my video on it, Tomtoc noticed and they sent me 3 other bags. This is steel. That they see this logo on the side. When I bought it, it had the logo. So glad they've gone down to the letter T instead of a big logo. Still my recommendation for a sling bag if you want a horizontal sling bag instead of the ones that like sit across your chest at a 45-degree angle. This is great if you're in a theme park, you want to keep a small camera with you, if you want to dump your pockets. So say for instance, you're wearing some trousers, you lose your belt, you're wearing joggers and the string's not working, you can put all your stuff in your sling bag, still have everything that you want with you and be ready to rock and roll. This is a good price at 35 bucks, although the price has gone up over the years. So the Eberlestock Bando bag XL, I would say get the XL instead of the standard. That's just my opinion. It's going to be better for the larger weapons that you may or may not acquire or already own. If you get the standard, it's going to be good for subcompacts, revolvers, micros, stuff like that. It can handle some weapons, but I would just say get the extra large. Normally 75 bucks, it's on sale, 30% off, $52. It's the #1 selling hiking waist pack. It's actually a CCW bag. My only advice I would say is that the zipper pulls are all the same. All 4 zipper pulls are exactly the same. So if you get it, train with it a lot or change the zipper pull where your weapon is located so you have that muscle memory. All right, that's the only thing I can say about that. Eberlestock has a lot of stuff on sale. I'll add those to the list down below for you as well, including their Fade Flex. The Fade Flex does fix the problem I have with the Bando, which is all the zipper pulls being the same. You're getting this is if you like this, the way this one looks more than the Bando, because they have a lot of the same similar style features. This one has a standard or a micro. My guess is they're going to come out with an XL one day. But this is a great bag. I've done a review on this one if you want to check it out. $55 is a buy it now price. And with that pulling handle, that T-puller zipper on there, you're easily going to identify the zipper that has your actual weapon inside instead of wondering which zipper pull do I need to get my hands on. Now the Ekster, this is the card holder and the card holder Pro. Both of them are on sale. I'm showing you the card holder here. Still this fantastic quick access trigger that they have right here. You press that, all your cards pop up, no struggles whatsoever. Can hold between like 1 and 12 cards easily, $77. It depends on the color that you get if it's on sale or not, okay? Like the Forged Carbon, the one that I like the most, it's on sale, but it is already higher. So this is the one that I carry the most, which is the aluminum with the Forged Carbon on the outside. Normally 125 bucks, it's $106. But an even better deal than that, we gotta take a look at the Proof wallet. This bad boy here, normally 125 bucks, $99, brings it almost to its launch price, which was in the $70 range. This is a fantastic wallet. If it begins to fray, if it stretches itself out, if you lose it, they will replace it or fix it. Lose it is the craziest warranty I've ever heard on a wallet, because to lose it means that you just have to produce the email or the proof of your Amazon purchase, and they will just send you another one. The craziest warranty I've seen on a wallet, $99, I think justifies that type of warranty. It's like their my dog ate my homework type of warranty. Even if you transfer this to another human and they carry the wallet for 5 years and they send it on down to Proof, they still will replace it. If you've since kicked the bucket and you pass this on to your sons, that's a very good deal. It seems to be that you're only getting the OG leather or the green that is that are on sale right now. If you want the brown, the full grain leather, that's not really on sale, but you're not going to be disappointed in that. Tons and tons and tons of power stations on sale. My favorites from Dapson, from Afri, from EcoFlow, a couple of from Anchor. They're all on sale, but I'm going to tell you the ones I use every single day and why I use them the most. The one I use by far the most is the Delta 2 and the Delta 2 Max, because the plugs are in the back. That's the simplest answer. The way I have my setup in my man cave is that I have areas where I need stuff plugged up, multiple, like they need to stay plugged up the entire week, but I'm walking by that area a lot. And if these plugs were in the front, my shins or my ankles or my knees would be hitting the plugs all the time. So that's why I like the Delta 2 so much. They have since pushed the plugs in the back on the Delta 3 and the Delta 3 Plus and the Delta 3 Classic. If you want the newest, then why would you spend, $70 more for the newer one? You really would be doing this for the newest features inside the app, which is the ability to allow for this machine to turn itself on and off, which can be critical for some items. If you keep items plugged up into it at all times, you want the batteries in those items to recycle or refresh themselves. This thing can set itself to turn off. Like I have my Delta 3 set to turn off every day at 21:30, and it automatically turns on at 06. So anything plugged up into it, specifically my espresso machine, I don't want it on at all times. So at 06 in the morning, it turns on, it warms itself up. So by the time I bring my ass out there to use it, it's good to go. You can't do that with the Delta 2, okay? There's also the Delta 3 Classic, which is $447. You're still getting some of the new features that you're getting in the app. You're still getting the ability to do some of the features like turning it on and etc. But you're getting less AC ports. So if you want more plugs, this is not for you. But this is a good unit. If you're just, say for instance, you're gonna plug this up into like a water dispenser machine, or you're just gonna leave a refrigerator plugged up into this and you're just waiting for the day when power goes out. This thing's perfect for that, okay? So those are some of my banger picks that I see right now when it comes to the Amazon spring sale. Now, for me personally, I'm just gonna caution you, if you go and you take a look, you're gonna see some stuff on there that looks very interesting. You see, I didn't show you a lot of pocket knives because the pricing I saw on the pocket knives, or some of the pricing there often are, like the Kaiser, some of the Civivi, some of the Remit stuff, they seem to be their normal prices. The best deals right now are on flashlights and on those Leatherman tools. Why? I have no clue. First time stopping by, hit the subscribe button. I would love to have you part of the battalion. If this is not your first time stopping by, well, thank you once again for watching me run my grape. For everyone else, we'll speak soon.